Happy Monday and happy Memorial Day to you, Avirodh Sharma.
Thank you for having me, Muriel.
Oh, great to have you here. And so this is our second set because uh, I was thinking in Central Time when I set up the link. So if you went to the first link, but we decided, we love to play together anyway. So I say, well, let's just play together twice.
Why not?
And yeah, so it gives us more time to hang, more time to play.
Sure.
And thank you, Brian, for a wonderful dinner. That
quinoa was really good.
Yeah,
Jeez.
quinoa salad. Wonderful.
Great chef.
So, yeah, I think that'll have to be in the next cookbook, along with some of your recipes.
Yeah, some quinoa with some Caribbean seasonings. That should be interesting.
So you are not only part Indian, you're part Caribbean.
Yes,
is that right?
yes, I am. I'm actually, I have my family roots are from Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana, from South America. So,
Wow.
growing up with those musical influences and then being trained in Indian classical music by my father, at the same time while he's also Western classical music teacher, growing up with all of those blends, really brought me to where I am today.
Wow.
So, a little Indian, a little Caribbean, a little American as well.
Well, maybe that's what drew me to you so much. And well, it's not only that. I think that when you play, I feel positivity. I feel it coming from your being.
Thank you. Thank you. No, it means a lot. I mean, especially, you being a great artist, if you cannot connect with what you're doing, then you can't connect with anything else. And I try to make an effort, it's not just about me, the percussionist, it's also about what's happening here. And so there's a balance between the artist playing here and also being in touch with you. And I try to make an effort to make that connection.
Yes, and you do. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, before we get into some of your Indian and Caribbean music, if you
Sure.
or whatever,
We'll see
you
what
desire
happens.
to do,
Yeah.
maybe we'll do one of my American tunes from the Hometown Live CD. And somebody had commented earlier on that they picked up the Hometown, which is free today. This is the first time I've ever done this, is have a free CD. Instead of taking gifts for my birthday, I figured I would give a present to anyone who had a birthday this year.
Yeah, and so, especially it's Memorial Day as well.
Yeah, Memorial Day as well. So, so this was requested from that CD, All Thumbs. See if I can remember it. But this is Monday Live. This isn't a performance. This is a jam.
Yep.
So, okay, something like this.
Nice. Beautiful.
Oh, I love the pitched nature of the tabla, and it seems to add melody as much as the
Percussion.
rhythm. Yes.
Yeah, I think in the last so tabla has been around for at least 600-700 years now, and so it was designed or intent. It was for it to be an accompanying instrument, and it still is today. But over the past 200 years or so, it slowly started to focus on the solo aspect as well. So now it's become very dynamic. A lot of great masters of tabla have not just focused to show the percussive attributes, but also the melodic attributes. So like we can make tones like do re mi fa sol la ti do in Indian music, sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa. We can create that in the bass. So right. So if you have control, and again, it's all wrist pressure. If you can control. For those guys out there, no Pink Panther, it's a little,
yes.
little
Can
touch
you
of that.
do a little solo number?
Yeah. So okay. So this is again impromptu, right?
Yes.
So we did something in the last set in a 16-beat time cycle.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to set up that framework of 16, and now within that 16, let's see how it goes. I'll play a series of compositions, which should still be landing back on the one in that 16, right? So maybe you want to keep track and. Let's see where it goes.
Okay.
So 1 2 3 4 2 2 3 4 3 2 3 4 4 2 3 4. 1 1 9 1 1. So there's a vocal repertoire as well in tabla. Dati nate dati da trikirtak da trikirtak trikirtak da trikirtak dati da dati da then dati nate dati da trikirtak da trikirtak trikirtak da trikirtak dati da dati da then da then right. Kata tete gina tete da trikirtak da tete dingi nage trikirtak da tete tan da trikirtak da trikirtak da back to the one. So we can keep going. Like there's hundreds and thousands of compositions like this in the rhythm repertoire.
I've been wanting to get into Indian music. I mean, just for years, and I just haven't gotten. Well, I did a little bit of recording with Shivpreet Sen, just a wonderful singer, and he also has a sense of kindness to his voice. It's I can just feel the kindness of his being as soon as he starts to sing. And I would love for maybe the three of us to do something sometime.
Why not?
That would be great. For the next Acoustic Chef book.
Okay,
yes,
that sounds good. Sounds like a tasty meal. Man, Brian?
Yes.
I'll get right on it.
So, right. This is maybe a little impromptu or a little sudden here, but I'm doing this tour of northern New York State and Pennsylvania starting Thursday. Do you want to come with me?
Thursday? Wow, that's a huge honor. Oh wow, thank you for the invitation. I think why not? You put me on the pressure on them on the air. I can't say no. I can't say no for sure now. Right?
Okay, now he's committed.
No, thank you. I will definitely. Let's figure out how to make it work.
See if we can figure it out. A couple
yeah,
little
for sure.
details to take care
Sure,
of. But wouldn't that be fun?
That would be something.
Yeah.
Brian, what do you think? You think I'm good enough?
I have to stay here, so
Well,
I say have at it.
Well, the thing is, am I good enough to play with her? I don't know. I gotta keep up with her.
There's
Her was incredible.
no
Thank you.
doubt about
Thank
that.
Thanks.
Let's try to do something in your ballpark now.
Sure,
And
sure.
Oh yeah, we also wanted to say a couple hellos. Brian just came out. We have some hellos.
We do. Bob McGlinchey says you are adding sunlight to the cove. I think he means Lane's Cove. when he said
Oh,
that.
Bob Wilkins in Lane's Cove. That's wonderful. That's where my mother grew up, in Lane's Cove, and we plan to visit there on our next acoustic sailing adventure.
Yes,
Okay.
we'll see, Bob.
Yeah,
Hopefully
and
we'll
right
get-
after this, in fact, stay with us, and we'll meet you at the Acoustic Sailing Channel, because there's a new episode that's going to be released 7:30 Eastern Time, right after this broadcast.
John Wise says
Yeah.
hello.
John Wise, hey, yeah, and John is instrumental in putting together a lot of the work that we've done with the Music for Life Alliance, and that's where we get instruments for kids or support
It's a great
organizations
cause.
that are
It's a
doing
wonderful
that, and we're
cause.
planning on collecting some instruments and distributing them along the coast as we tour in Massachusetts and Maine as we go up on our boat. Yep.
Mhm. Okay.
Sebastian asked, is there a preferential tuning for when you play with Tatlo?
Well, yeah, that's a question for you. Is there a
Yeah, I mean,
tuning?
generally, yes, in Indian classical music, depending on the artist and the kind of instrument that's being used, yes, the key is to tune the right hand drum, this piece, which is we use this hammer, which is called a hattori, and this would be we use this to actually tune the drum, which can range from anywhere from G sharp, B flat to all the way up to F sharp, you know. And so depending on the key of the composition, yes, the tabla is required to be tuned, for the accompaniment. Yeah.
Ray Sealow says hello. Joyce Glasgow says hello from Seattle. Ray
Joyce from
Sorbonne
Seattle.
chiming in.
Ray Sorbonne, yeah, our friend here.
Cindy Surway.
Mhm.
Lisa Hanson Bartholo.
And Lisa.
Bartholo. I'm not sure how to say that. Excuse me.
Hello to Lisa, too. Well, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Well, why don't we try to do something?
Sure, let's do that. Let's do something in 7 again. Let's do
Seven,
that 7,
okay.
yeah. All right. So in Indian classical music and rhythm theory, we have a rhythm cycle called Rupak Tal, which is a 7-beat time cycle, and it's broken up into 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1. Is that speed okay? And 1 2 3 1 2 1 2. And yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Whew.
Oh,
Oh, the heat. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling all the heat coming from you here.
Yeah, I
Beautiful
just came
energy.
up with that little riff earlier
Yeah.
today, and then that kind of works. We'll have to come up with a name for that.
Yeah.
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 Maybe we have some
If
title
you guys have some
so-
ideas
yeah.
too, chip in.
All right. Like I said, we have to give them royalties, right? If they come up with, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You know how that goes.
For our upcoming album, well, we should do some recording
We should.
together.
We
Yeah,
absolutely
yes.
should.
Yes.
It'll be a great honor.
Well, on the first, earlier on today, we had shown a little clip of how we had met
The
in
first
Italy.
time, yeah. Oh my goodness, brought back so many memories.
Yeah. Would you like to see that again?
Oh sure.
Okay. All right. If you'd like to check this out, I'll put this live.
By the way, you can see Muriel. She's not just a musician, but she is very good at information technology. She's behind the computer and on the instrument.
Yeah. So it was 2016
Yep,
that we met in
2016.
Sarzana, Italy,
Yeah.
at that castle.
Oh, that fortress castle is beautiful.
Yeah, that's when we heard the music coming from this
The room.
hotel room, just 2 doors down from us, down the hallway. We just stood outside of that door and just listened for a long time until at sound check we figured out where that music was coming from. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Drew Remy, he's the sitar player there. He's a fabulous musician. And, the group, the ensemble that was on tour, we're still playing as an ensemble. It's called Sukarma. And so, they're a very well-known ensemble coming out of Nepal.
And do you remember those dinners there? It was at dinner
Yeah.
where we really connected
Started chatting.
and started talking about your philosophies on life
Yeah.
and all that. And then you
I had no idea Brian was like filming us during that time.
yes,
I was
and
like,
then
wow,
then you
look at
told
that.
us that the next night when we heard that music we could come in, and that's when we had our first jam session together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the real music actually is not on stage, it's actually off stage.
Well, that's what I found. That's what turned into the All-Star Guitar Night.
Ah.
Is when we would get together and just jam for fun and get a bunch of guitarists together from all over, all different styles,
Yeah.
and that's what.
Yeah, this is memorable, I remember. Great memories.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. That really touches my heart, really. Thanks to Brian and you, Muriel, for, putting this together. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Brian has done a great job with this next episode of Acoustic Sailing. It's coming
Okay.
up right at 7:30.
Okay,
Let's
take a look at that. Looks exciting.
That'll be fun. Well, would you like to just improvise on something spontaneously?
Yeah, we do that anyway. So
Yeah,
it's-
right. That's what we're doing. And Brian, do you have some more hellos for
I
us?
do, I do.
Yeah. And also, while Brian's coming up here, you're all invited to my birthday party, and that's linked at that same website that where I link everything. Okay.
Marty Masters says hello from NorCal Peninsula.
Marty Masters, great.
And D.T. Bacchus Ramzamu.
That's my wife,
Oh.
Diana. Yes.
Ah,
Hi. Right.
thank you, Muriel, for showcasing our own.
Great.
And your school is the East Indian
Music Academy. Yeah. And out in Queens.
Yes, East Indian Music Academy in Queens. I think I'm
Yeah.
going to have to attend and learn
Please.
something about
Please
this
come.
music.
She was coming tonight. I was hoping she was coming.
Yeah, she's teaching actually a class there at the academy right now.
Oh,
as
okay.
we
Sorry
speak,
you're
so-
not here.
Yes.
Yeah,
We'll-
they're
we'll
watching.
send-
They're all supporting out there. Right
We'll
now.
send back some quinoa for you.
Yeah, she'll enjoy that.
Okay.
For sure.
All right.
Thanks everyone for your support. All right, so let's.
Just play something, and I'll just wander in with something,
Sure.
some random notes aimlessly.
Yeah, maybe. Like I said, I'm from the Caribbean, and hey, let's take a little Caribbean groove from
Okay.
the soca tradition. Let's see.
Oh, that's fun. Just
Yeah, so that's
see
a
where
little
the
bit
spirit takes us.
it's from my
Yeah.
Caribbean side.
Yeah.
You're right.
Fun.
Hope you like that
Fun
piece.
stuff.
You know, it's a little mix of I would say there's a lot of genres, subgenres that are there in the Caribbean in the music and rhythm culture. And you have soca, you have calypso, you also have chutney, which is a combination of all of that. Chutney is not just the sauce that you eat with the food, but there's an actual genre called chutney.
Oh.
And so it's quite fascinating to explore those rhythmic traditions, and I think it's about time because not a lot of it is explored in this way.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's beautiful that we can experiment and come up with something special.
Yeah. So maybe there'll
Yeah.
be some ideas for a song out of
Yeah,
one of those little
genres,
riffs or
yeah,
something.
for
yeah.
sure.
It's amazing how much music can come out of those two little drums there.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
I mean, like you said earlier, it's not just a percussive instrument; it's very melodic. Sometimes I'm playing bass lines and I'm doing solos for myself, like. Right, so I can hold my own bass line and do a solo on top of that. So it's beautiful when I can now give that in return to you. Like, let's say you can do a solo on my bass line. You know, so it's not just about me just being limited in percussion, but I can now open up that opportunity, with you in this case as a guitarist.
Well, it's something that I just never do. This kind of jamming,
Exchanging.
and so it's fun to stretch and try something altogether
Yeah.
different from what I normally do.
That's how we explore. That's how we learn about new things,
Yeah.
new possibilities.
Well, I think that my future contains you and these drums here.
Thank
I think
you.
we definitely have to do something
We have
together.
to. Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, let's finish off this unless we have any other comments and notes there.
I'll go check.
I say, yeah, Ryan will do a last check. So if you have
I'll
any
stay here and watch.
any other notes, oh yeah, okay.
All right.
No, you can just peek around the edge there, Ryan. Yeah. And so another reminder, we've got the Hometown Live CD free today, and tours coming up, and birthday concerts coming up. You can register for that actually ahead of time. And you have your school.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the name of your
It's
school?
called East Indian Music Academy.
East
and,
Indian Music Academy in Queens.
It was founded by my parents back in 1990.
Are you teaching
And,
any online there?
Yeah, all the classes currently are online because of COVID, and by September it'll be fully reopened again,
Oh, okay.
assuming everyone has vaccines and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, classes are available and it's ongoing as we speak.
All right. So you don't have to be in Queens then to
No,
attend?
no, not at all.
Super.
It's
All right. I may just have to sit in on one of those classes.
always welcome.
And I don't want to take too long here because we all want to catch acoustic sailing. It's 7:30 for the new set. And
You want to take a piece from that album? You want to play a piece from there?
yeah, I'll play a piece from the. We had a request for another tune from the Hometown Live CD,
Okay.
which
Let's
is
do that.
Mr. Chester. So this is the one that I wrote for Chet Atkins.
Okay.
He never did play it though.
Oh.
But I should say I wrote it inspired by him, and so I wrote it kind of things that Chet might have played, but didn't. It's kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
There's that bass line. Here it is. Wow, who would have thought with tabla? You know, it fits so well. Now
I
I'm
would
going to
not
be,
have thought.
I'm going to be hearing tabla with that now. You know,
Okay.
country tabla.
Well, my wife is a huge country fan, you know, so I'm always also interpreting country music. How can I incorporate tabla in there? So here
Wow.
it is. Thanks to her.
Yes, and that. Well,
Bob
thank you.
Perone and Kevin Wall say hi.
Oh, good.
James Macon says you've definitely spiced up my day.
Oh, thanks, James.
And
Macon.
Joyce Glasgow says for a title idea, waterfall.
Oh, Joyce has a title idea, waterfall.
I like that.
That's kind of cool. Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, a water title. So I think that this next acoustic sailing
Yeah.
venture is going to have some more composition ideas to it. Yeah.
If you guys could be on the boat as we're sailing, doing this stuff.
Yes.
Wow, that
yeah.
would be something.
Okay. Well, you've got another invite now from Brian to join you on the boat. Can't get
Thanks,
away from us. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next Monday and see some of you live for real on tour.
And thank you, Muriel, for having me.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, Avirodh.
Yeah. Thanks for having me again. And
Thanks so much, everyone.
bye. See you guys online. See you soon.